Ooh. We don't have any time to make our points because these picks, they're all over the place.
Lowest ranked teams in LCK currently. Oh, we got a fight going on. Crown, he's going for it. He's got a flash forward. There's the first blood. Move towards mid. So they're looking for the solo queue. The miasma is not going to hit, but the flash is down. Nunu's here, but the damage is still there. Haru, he's going to flash away, and it doesn't look like Score can pick up as well. So here we go. They're going to try to start this Baron once again as KT isn't really in position, and they do have a ton of damage. Blue buff for the Crown. The teleport coming in. Smeb also not having teleport. This is a very fantastic time to do it. There it goes. The spike coming in, actually. Not even the Ren. So Score trying to flash in and go for an ult. Not sure about that one as he gets taken out, but here's Def. Able to take out one in the back. Gets Scored today as well. Down goes Ruler. And now they're all on the run. So Samsung able to take this Baron, but Def coming in from behind. Kive just trying to get out of here and just hit that plant. But he can't do it. He is going to eventually go down. He's extremely tanky, but Deft able to pick
when they went for the Baron because
okay. Goodbye. Pawn stayed a little bit too long, forgetting that he's playing against the Rengar.
Both teams pedal to the late game. I guess it's obvious to say that the focus is on Def, but it looks like Cuvée wants to engage here.
Cuvée, he's not alone, as well as Ruler coming from the right side, as well as Crown, actually. But the wall is going to come down. They're going to counter-engage. Look at him get bursted. Score like he doesn't even exist. Look at Pawn! He just disappears again! Haru, that's the second time he's done that. What a play. And now the rest of KT, they don't have their Nunu, who's kind of just useless. Just basically a buff bot for Deft at this point. But then once they get Pawn, it's lights out. They have to disengage.
Mata playing that Janet as well is such an easy target for that Rengar assassination. Doesn't have to be, Pawn every time. You lose one piece, and Deft is not as effective as KT hopes him to be. Samsung takes the inner mid lane turret, and looks like they're about to threaten the inhibitor as well.
Yeah, they should be able to get at least this turret. Pawn still 5 seconds on him. Doesn't look like they'll commit any further, though. They're pushing this lead as well.
Pushing that bottom lane. I'm not sure if they could actually take it, though. Maybe Cuvée might just push it advance again and force the fight. Ruler actually opting to, trade some blows with Deft. And looks like this inhibitor might go down.
It's just a couple of auto attacks away.
It's so close, yeah.
You can see how low Deft is, too. It's kind of just a desperate hold. They're just waiting, and okay, there you go. QSS is burned, but this is going to buy so much time to take out the inhibitor, and that's what Samsung wants. They don't necessarily want the fight, but I mean, we saw this in spring. Look at how fast they take this out. I mean, Crown is just ripping this Baron apart. Cuvée, he's all alone. He's distracting the rest of the team. Even if he goes down, this is going to be fantastic for Samsung again here, but you can see that they're not going to commit to the kill because they know they can't kill him because it's Trundle.
I like the use of Rengar ultimate by Haru. He just pops it. He's not, I don't even think he wanted to go in the first place. He just wants to apply personally.
So look at that. They try to go for a pick. KT, but it doesn't work out. And meanwhile, you got that Maokai ultimate coming in. Pawn just loses half of his health. Haru gets out of there. Score, again, kind of just useless. Up in the front, not doing much. And KT just slowly falling one by one. Samsung, it looks like they're in a fantastic position to take game number one. Core JJ not able to get that engaged, but it doesn't really matter as everybody on KT is so low. And it looks like in about 33 minutes, Samsung going to take the dominating game number one victory.
You could see the mid lane play. And
look at that, the counter Tarek. I love it. So cool. If he can time his ultimate to...
This time, KT the one's pressuring Samsung at the turret, and maybe a kill.
Oh, the Ignite coming down here, and the Ren, first blood. What a play there from the bottom lane. We only got to see the last to save Smeb up in the top lane. But here we go. We do have a rotation down there trying to engage, but Score's coming in. There's the grand entrance with the Stan United. Shen's going to get involved here in Core JJ. He's all alone. They can't save him. That's going to be another kill going over to Deft.
Excellent set play from KT, and I really hope we get the AD carry troubles. Oh, KT's coming back for the...
Okay, the flash taunt in here, but where's the rest of KT? They're a little bit late to the party. It doesn't seem like it's going to matter. Smeb, he is going to survive at the end of it all, and an easy cast to push away Haru, but here comes Mata up here, and Cuvée can't really do much. Fate's Call comes out, the grand entrance. Here comes Score, and that is going to be a dead Jarvan. Down he will go, the Rend, and that is a 3-0 Kalista at 12 minutes into the game. And okay, big flash on in here. They get onto Ruler. And the Tarek ultimate is popped, but look at Elise in the back. They're trying to save her. The repel comes down. Nice Cataclysm as he does trap everybody, but where's that damage? Not going to be enough. Look at how much Def does to that front line as they try to dive. Yeah, they're definitely looking to take down Tristana and Elise if possible. Mata is getting really frisky here. Still has that stand united, so he knows that he's safe.
Oh, Haru's gone.
I mean, Haru just getting caught there, not respecting it. This happens all the time from these teams.
Because, I mean, at this point, if you don't go for the Baron, you're doing it wrong. And I agree 100% with you, especially, you know.
Just needs to get out of range if he wants to go for the stand united. And they're going for a play here. Oh, man, Haru, he gets charmed up. Another mistake, just running straight into the Rakan. Definitely not what you want. Mata still has his flash, too, so could definitely see another engage like that in about 60, 80 seconds once he gets his ult up again. So that's going to be the turret. Turret number 1, I should say. Inhibitor turret number 1 as they move in towards the mid lane. They don't have an Elise anymore, and they're looking at inhibitors that they potentially can in this base.
As soon as the first inhibitor goes down, Smeb moves up from the bottom lane, carries or escorts that mid lane into the mid lane inhibitor, and now they get 2. So bottom inner still remaining, but Def a little bit of trouble, but
he's like, do you really want to fight me right now? Do you really want to fight me right now? Tarek doesn't even have his ult. That was their one opportunity to win a fight, and they go for it, and obviously it does not work. So down goes the rest of Samsung. A triple kill for Deft as he is now 8-0, and that, with that play, KT is just going to end this one. 12-0. At least Samsung was able to get one dragon, so it's not a perfect game. But that's going to be it. Down goes the Nexus here, and we're all tied up between KT and Samsung as KT takes game number 2 from the side lane. Obviously, doesn't really need to be mentioned, but Ruler, Core JJ on 2 of their huge comfort picks. He does blow his ghost, though. And look at this, Haru, he's in the bot lane. The flash shot over from Core JJ. Knocks that Winter's Bite in. There's the concussive blows, and they will find the first blood on Tamata in the bot lane. And they're continuing to go. I believe he was scouted there.
And Crown, almost.
I guess he wasn't scouted because there's the cocoon, and Mata, with no flash available, will eat it. Haru must have skirted around the very edge of that ward to not be scouted out there. And another kill in the bottom lane.
I know we said we're not going to use the T word, but Brendan Valdez, I can't watch.
Okay, goodbye, Crown. Forgot what a Syndra can do.
There could be Score in there, there could be anyone in there. And
they didn't see Haru here. Okay, we got a 2-on-2 now. But Haru, what is that cocoon? Totally going wide. And Cube is going to be burst down here by the couple of them. Haru not able to land the cocoon.
Of course, the turret isn't the only.
Haru, he's going way too deep again, trying to get onto that blue buff, but running into 4 members of KT. And look at this, the TP in from Smeb. Samsung, they are going to respond, but the huge Cataclysm coming in, and he does commit to that TP. Can they actually get Smeb? Okay.
He takes down.
Do get the flash here from Cuvée to secure that kill. Is going to trade the 1 for 2, and that's 2-0-2.
2-0-2.
2-0-2.
Arrow onto Haru, misses.
Yeah, I think after that death, he's like, okay, I got to stop feeding. Okay, Ruler was going 1v1 in the top lane against a Jarvan. Not a good idea, as Core JJ wasn't there to help him out. Now Score and Mata trying to, he is pretty tanky at this point anyway, and it doesn't look like the rest of them can follow up. So just looking for picks over and over, and well, we do have the repel coming in. He still gets knocked up. Haru is in too bad of a position as he does trade back damage, but not quite enough as he gets taken out.
They might not have been percent as Mata just flashes forward for the stun. Doesn't hit, but still gets the Elise. Smeb and Cuvée duking it down the bottom lane. I think Cuvée might get this.
The charge coming in, and he's trying to burst him down, but Syndra is here. Close. The stun comes out, and he's hopped off a Scarl. It's not enough damage, and that's going to do it. So they're going to try to burst it down, but an immediate response here from KT, so they have to disengage. But here comes the charge, getting on top of Pawn. Nice Strangle Thorns to get the rest of us dancing away. Here's Smeb, the huge Cataclysm onto 3 members. Haru alone is going to be burst down, and the rest of Samsung is on the run, as it looks like they're on the chase. Def gonna be able to get a double kill. There's the triple. Core JJ also gonna get sniped out here as KT fully routing the team of Samsung.
Almost a clean ace, and you could have told by the moment Smeb turned that TP on, it was gonna be bad for Samsung. Such a terrible, multi-angle engage for Samsung to try to get out of, and it leads up to a KT as they take on 4 kills.
Calmly chewing his gum. He's like, I came
here, taking the mid lane and even pushing in the bottom lane inner.
Okay, Scorer is going to get quote-unquote caught out.
But the Nature's Grasp.
Oh! That's what I'm saying. I mean, he gets caught, but he's not going to die. They don't have enough damage. There's the Cataclysm and the follow-up from Zyra Crown. He can't go 1v5 by himself. It's not going to work. Pawn is still on the chase. He takes out another one as Kled was already off of Scarl, and this one is spiraling out of control. KT still with the Baron, and looks like they're going to go for the end.
That's right. I think when you see matches at such high caliber teams like these, you usually use the term, you know, they're getting tripped away, they're getting broken away, but KT blowing Samsung away bit by bit. It's like, there it is, the ace.
Yeah, it's just way too much engaged. They're trying to keep this, their base, rather. That's the word I was looking for. And that's going to be game number 3 going over to KT. Well done, taking that 2-1 victory with a very engaged-oriented composition.